All right, guys, I'm LWX. I'm back making the content that y'all love and enjoy. And yeah, if you like this video, we talk about basketball and football. And we are today talking about the one and only Broncos. Broncos are now 5-5 or 6-5. Hold on, let me look at the record. And I think, yep, they're 6-5 now. They're 6-5. Ooh wee, they're 6-5. And Russell Wilson has been playing great ball. As we can say, we have seen the downfall of this team. There were 1-5 that got blown out by 50, 70-20 game, getting beat by everybody. Now out of nowhere, they have took the biggest turn that we have witnessed in football history. Their winning streak started off with the Green Bay Packers. The defense have definitely took a step up in this always. But we have Russell Wilson. He been playing real terrible for these 6 games. Now out of nowhere he took a lead. But the first game they won, he really didn't have a big lead. He himself had first game, Green Bay Packers, 17-19. 20 completed on 29 attempts. 194 yards, 1 touchdown. QBR of 77.8. Running back, 15 carries, 82 yards, no touchdowns. Courtland Sutton, 6 catches, 76 yards, 1 touchdown, 6 targets. Jared Judy, 5 caught, 64 yards, 5 targets. First game, decent. But they started to beat most of the competition. What you mean by competition? I mean, they beat the Browns, which I say is competition because they have a top 5 defense. The Vikings, they're positive. I'll just say that. They've been having a good stretch with Joshua Dobbins. They beat the Bills, and they beat the Chiefs. Beat the Chiefs bad too, 9-24. And it's bad what the Broncos got beat by, which is 50. But for a team that got beat by 50 and blow out a team, that's pretty impressive. And I give the Broncos that. 24-9. Mahomes completed 24 of his passes on 38 attempts, 240 yards, 0 touchdowns. That's pretty impressive in my eyes. This team, they held the Chiefs to only field goals that game. They did not get a single touchdown that game. With Mahomes getting 2 picks, that's impressive. That's impressive right there by the defense again. Now, this is what I mean. Russell Wilson has been getting carried by his defense through these games. Because this game against the Chiefs, 12 completed on 19 attempts, 114 yards, 3 touchdowns, yada yada. QBR 43.6. And, Javonte Williams, 27 carries, 85 yards, no touchdowns. But Russell Wilson had 3 touchdowns. Jared Judy targeted 6 times, caught 2, 50 yards, 1 touchdown. Courtland Sutton, he had 2 caught, 1 targeted 3 times, 29 yards, 1 touchdown. And Javonte Williams, 3 targeted, caught 3. 13 yards, 1 touchdown. And that right there was game 2 of their winning streak. Game 3, which everybody had, most people had the Bills winning that because we all thought, Josh Allen, he elite. This proved Josh Allen is not elite because he lost to the Broncos. Broncos had him with 177 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 INTs. With that, James Cook had 109 yards, 12 carries, no touchdowns. Levante Murray, 9 carries, 68 yards, 1 touchdown. Josh Allen, 4 carries, 13 yards, 1 touchdown. Now, this one I give Russell Wilson the grace because he did march his team down the field. I give him that. 100%. Marched his team down the field all the way. Give him it right there. With this game, 24 completed, 29 attempts, 193 yards, 2 touchdowns, QBR of 81.9. Javonte Williams, 21 carries, 79 yards, no touchdowns. Russell Wilson, 9 carries, 30 yards. Then Courtland Sutton, 8 catches, 53 yards, target 11 times. Perney, 3 catches, 35 yards, no touchdown. Jared Jeudy, 3 catches, targeted 3 times, 35 yards. And Javonte Williams, 4 catches, 4 targeted 4 times, 31 yards with 1 touchdown. And that's game 3. Did I pass the Chiefs? I didn't. Yeah, but I didn't get too much into it. 114 yards for, Russell Wilson. And yeah, yada yada. All that. Then they beat the Vikings 20-21. They beat the Chiefs, I think 24-9. Yeah, they beat them 24-9. Then with this one, 24-22, Bills loss. In Minnesota, we have Joshua Dobbs having a great time, having a great game. They held Joshua Dobbs to 221 yards, 32 attempts, 20 completed, 1 INT, 1 touchdown. And I give this one to, he had an okay game. 27 complete on 35 attempts, 259 yards for Russell Wilson, 1 touchdown, no INTs. Javonte Williams, 11 carries, 37 yards, no touchdown. And Courtland Sutton, 4 catches, 5 targeted 5 times, 1 touchdown, 66 yards. Perney, I don't know how to say that one guy name, but 7 catches, targeted 7 times, 60 yards. Jared Jeudy caught 5 passes, 58 yards, targeted 7 times. And yeah, man, they are just holding down the defenses. They're holding down the offenses to where they need to be held, and that's great football for the Broncos. Now we have the top 5 defense, Browns. They are now 7-4, with the Denver Broncos being 6-5. All right, they beat the Browns 29-12. Russell Wilson had a mediocre game of 13 completed, 20 on 22 attempts, 134 yards. And you have the backup quarterbacks, Dorian Thompson-Robinson completed 14 of his passes on 29 attempts, 134 yards, 1 tutty. Then PJ Walker came in. He went 6 for 13, 56 yards, none to the stat. 34 QBR for Dorian Thompson. PJ Walker, nice little 1.0. And with that, we have the Russell Wilson experience. 13 completed, 22 attempts, 134, 1 touchdown. Javonte Williams, 18 carries, 65 yards. Then we have some Perney, 7 carries, 55 yards. Russell Wilson, 11 carries, 34 yards. Courtland Sutton, 3 catches, targeted 6 times, 61 yards. Marvin Mims Jr., 2 catches, 24 yards, targeted 3 times. All right, now let's get into it. Will the Broncos make it to the playoffs? I say no. With the AFC, there's a lot of competition. And with that, I don't think that they will be able to, top any of the people in it. What I mean by that, you have the not the Bills. You have the Dolphins, which is 8-3. The Bills probably can make a comeback. They're 6-6. Chiefs are 8-3. Ravens are 9-3. Then you have the Jaguars that is also 8-3. And the Steelers as well. I think with how big the records are and how things are going, I don't think they're going to make it to the playoffs, but they will end in a positive record. And since they have 5 losses with 6 wins, they could make something out of something. But I don't think they're going to make it far in the playoffs because they ain't going to beat the Ravens. They could possibly beat the Chiefs, but in the playoffs is a different story for the Chiefs. I don't think they can beat the Dolphins. If the Bills make it, I don't think they can beat the Bills. I say this, if you can beat them in the regular season, you can beat them in the playoffs. Who else? The Ravens, I don't think they can beat the Ravens. The Browns, they beat the Browns, so they have a chance to beat the Browns. The Jags, I think they can beat the Jags. They might be able to beat the Jags at the way they're going. But I feel like with Russell Wilson playing at a mediocre pace, even though he had in these 5 games, I think he only had. Hold on, let me fact check. Let me fact check. All right, in game 1, he had 1 game for 194. Another game, he had 114. Another game, he had 193. 259, 134. So if you ask me, he's been playing pretty mediocre. He hasn't been playing worth like a dangerous sense. I just say his defense has finally took that step up. They finally holding down offenses, and if you ask me, that's the main reason that they're winning the games here. But I don't think they could beat most of the big talent here and go out and do what they want to do in that sense. But I'll give them praise of winning these 5 games straight. But will they make it to the playoffs? Probably not. But if they do, they'll probably be first round exits. And yeah, if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, I'm out.